Underrated muscle cars that deserve more love. 1. 1968 Oldsmobile 442. The 1968 Oldsmobile 442 is one of the most overlooked gems of the muscle car era. While cars like the Mustang and Charger stole the spotlight, the 442 quietly built a strong reputation. It was based on the Oldsmobile Cutlass, but it came with serious performance upgrades. The name 442 stood for a 4-barrel carburetor, a 4-speed manual transmission, and dual exhausts. This formula gave it both style and speed. Under the hood, buyers could choose engines up to the powerful 400 cubic inch V8. The car wasn't just about straight-line speed, it also handled well for its time. It had a stiffer suspension and performance-focused components. The 442 combined comfort with raw muscle. It was more refined than some of its rivals, appealing to buyers who wanted class as well as speed. The styling was sharp, with hidden headlights and strong body lines. Inside, it offered a more luxurious experience than many muscle cars, yet it could still hold its own at the drag strip. Magazine tests praised its balance of performance and drivability. The 442 wasn't as flashy as a Camaro or as famous as a GTO, but enthusiasts respected it for what it delivered. It became a true sleeper in the muscle car world. Few people outside hardcore fans know just how good it was. The 442 showed that Oldsmobile could play in the big leagues. It was available as a coupe, convertible, or even a sedan. This variety made it unique among muscle cars. Its sales numbers were strong, but it never reached the hype of its rivals. Today, that makes it underrated and collectible. The 1968 model year was especially popular among enthusiasts. It captured the best balance of style, power, and affordability. Some models came with ram air induction, adding even more performance. It could easily compete with Mustangs and Chevelle, yet it rarely gets mentioned in top muscle car lists. Collectors now appreciate its understated charm. The 442 deserves much more recognition than it gets. It was fast, stylish, and surprisingly refined. It's proof that not all muscle cars had to be loud and wild to be great. The Oldsmobile 442 is truly an underrated legend. 2. 1971 AMC Javelin AMX. The 1971 AMC Javelin AMX is another muscle car that deserves more love. American Motors Corporation wasn't as big as Ford, Chevrolet, or Dodge, but they created some of the most unique muscle cars of the era. The Javelin AMX was their answer to the pony car craze. It had bold styling that stood out from the crowd. Its long hood and short rear deck gave it an aggressive profile. The AMX trim added even more muscle car character. Under the hood, it came with options up to a 401 cubic inch V8. This gave it plenty of power to compete with rivals. Despite AMC's smaller size, they built cars with serious performance. The Javelin AMX could be ordered with racing-inspired parts. It was no stranger to the drag strip or the track. In fact, the Javelin found success in Trans Am racing. That gave it credibility as more than just a street car. Its interior was driver-focused, with sporty gauges and details. AMC gave it bright colors and wild graphics, perfect for the muscle era. Buyers loved the fact that it looked different from Mustangs and Camaros. It offered individuality in a sea of similar cars. The Javelin AMX was a statement of rebellion. It showed that AMC could compete with the big three automakers. The car was underrated because AMC lacked the marketing power of its rivals. But enthusiasts who owned them knew how good they were. The 1971 redesign made the Javelin longer and more aggressive. It captured attention on the streets with its bold looks. Its performance was just as strong as its appearance. Drivers praised its handling as well as its speed. The Javelin AMX deserved far more recognition than it received. It's now considered a rare and collectible muscle car. Fewer were built compared to Mustangs or Camaros, making it special. Collectors today see it as an underrated treasure. Its racing history gives it extra respect among enthusiasts. It's proof that AMC could build world-class muscle cars. The Javelin AMX stands tall as one of the most underrated cars of its era. 3. 1973 Buick GS Stage 1. The 1973 Buick GS Stage 1 is a muscle car that flew under the radar. By the early 1970s, muscle cars were starting to fade due to regulations. But Buick still pushed forward with the GS Stage 1. It was a high-performance version of the Grand Sport line. The Stage 1 package made it a serious contender. Under the hood, it packed a 455 cubic inch V8. This engine delivered massive torque, more than many rivals. In fact, it was one of the strongest engines of the time. Despite lower official horsepower ratings, real-world performance was impressive. The GS Stage 1 could easily surprise other muscle cars. It combined Buick's luxury image with hidden muscle. That made it a true sleeper car. The exterior wasn't as flashy as a Camaro or Challenger. It had clean lines and a more conservative look. But under that styling was a monster engine. The GS Stage 1 was both fast and comfortable. It offered options like air conditioning and plush interiors. This made it different from stripped-down muscle cars. It appealed to buyers who wanted performance with refinement. On the drag strip, it could hold its own against the best. Drivers loved its combination of power and class. It didn't scream muscle car, but it delivered the goods. That made it underrated then and now. Buick wasn't usually thought of as a muscle car brand, but the GS Stage 1 proved they could build one. Its performance numbers shocked many people. It earned respect from enthusiasts who knew its potential. Today, it's one of the hidden gems of the muscle car world. Collectors look for well-preserved examples. It remains a reminder of Buick's muscle car contribution. The GS Stage 1 deserves to stand alongside GTOS and Chevelle. It showed that muscle could also be sophisticated. This car was fast, stylish, and truly underrated. The Buick GS Stage 1 deserves far more love than it gets.